What is up, everybody? My name is Whooped. This is Film Study Coaching, where I review replays that you guys send me, and I do my best to give you actionable insights. LordPoint has a very specific question, and that's how do you counter Stormcallers? How do you counter when somebody is spamming Stormcallers? There's a simple answer, and there's, a longer answer. The simple answer is War Factory. Mechabellum's a very situational game, so it really depends on what your opponent has. You see that your opponent has 2 Stormcallers. Totally fine, just go crawlers. Just get some chaff, distract it, try to push up with your troops so that you can damage him while he's distracted with chaff. Okay, so you see your opponent now has 4 Stormcallers in round 2. So a lot more than 2, obviously, he doubled it. So now is when you immediately want to be like, okay, I have to rush Mustangs and I have to get anti-missile, right? That's what you're thinking? Mustangs with anti-missile. And I believe that is exactly what you do. You sold your sledgehammer, you got Mustang with missile. That was a very good choice. I understand your decision to get marksman. 4 level 2 marksman is a lot. Just don't sleep on the level 3 typhoon either, because that will kill not only chaff, but that will kill wasps incredibly easily. Okay, good. You gave them range, you added more chaff. Your answer to the Stormcaller so far has been good. I will give you that. It's definitely good. So you see that your opponent now has 6 squads of Stormcallers. And you see that he has Incendiary Bomb. And so knowing this, Mustangs probably are not the answer no more. I would start thinking War Factory. So on round 5, if you can get a War Factory with anti-missile, then do it. And if not, then save enough money so that you could do it on round 6. All right, and then for round 7, I think there's a couple options. You can either go with the Melting Point and sell it, or you could take the Fire Badgers. And so there are a few different ways you can approach this. War Factory is definitely, the go-to for anti-missile. The thing is, though, you can't just play this straight up. If you plop down a War Factory here, you're just going to lose. So at this point in the game, you have to, I think, apply pressure on his towers or hit him with the flank. I don't think you want to hit him with the flank to actually flank. I think you want to hit him with the flank to draw his wasps out of the way. And so that you can, apply pressure on the tower or on the middle. And then the other option is use fire. So you can just drop down some oil and then ignite it. And so if you wanted to, hit them with oil, just grab oil from the tower, apply it right here, and then put the Fire Badgers, spread out right here so they can ignite it. Very easy. What we're going to do, though, is something a little bit funner. So we're going to borrow, get high mobility, and we're going to get elite recruitment. We're going to unlock the Rhino, get 2 of them. We're going to get Final Blitz and armor. We're going to sell our sledgehammer because it's kind of useless. Okay. We're going to put our Fire Badgers next to his Stormcallers over here, and our Fire Badgers next to his Stormcallers over there. And then we're going to hit his towers. So we're going to hit this tower, and we're going to get mobile beacon, because you got the mobile beacon earlier in like round 3 or 2 or something, which was perfect. And then we're going to hit this tower. So the goal is we'll get close enough that if we die, we blow it up. If we do not, take it ourselves. And then we'll pay the range tax, of course, and we'll get attack enhancement. And so you won't give the kill shot this round because he has like 4,000 HP, but you set yourself up in a good position for next round. And the important thing is that we just win this round so we have a next round. Oh yeah, there's no resistance on the Rhinos at all. You're absolutely close enough. There goes the left tower. And he just took the right tower by himself. He didn't even blow up yet. Yeah, see what I mean by like how exposed he is? And instead of getting attack enhancement, you could have even just, gave each one a sentry missile just in case there's chaff there, it would have blew it up. There's a lot of things you can do. The important thing is you have, flanks that he has to deal with. Plus, you have Rhinos barreling down on his tower that he's going to have to deal with. So those are immediate threats that he has to respond to. And then that allows you to do whatever you need to do next round, which would be placing down the War Factory right here and having the War Factory go this way. So you could place down a war factory with anti-missile next round, and then you're still placing pressure on his tower because it's a weak spot. It's not like it's going to, you know, become a strength one round. It's still going to be a weak spot, especially because what he's thinking you're going to do is like aggro Rhino. Going the Rhino route is fun, but this is probably the direction I would go if I was in your shoes. So I'm going to borrow, pay the range tax, get high mobility. I'm going to drop a war factory. I'm going to get anti-missile. Okay, and here you can get efficient maintenance if you want, or you can drop down other troops, like another Fire Badger, for example. I'm going to drop down oil. Okay, so my hope is that I'm able to ignite this. And if we don't ignite it, then next round we can. Boom. There you go. Yeah, not too bad. And so basically, you're just putting a lot of pressure on him, and you're setting yourself up next round as well, because he's going to have to deal with the flank too. He can't just deal with this alone, because he doesn't know how you're going to respond behind it. You could even double or factor if you want to. So let's go ahead and borrow, pay the range tax, get high mobility. And then we're going to drop a couple war factories. And we're going to get missile interceptor. Alright. This one will be right here. This one will be right here. Okay, so these are going to, you know, this one's going to soak up the middle. This one's going to soak up the right. We're going to put a sentry missile here to kill anything that gets in its way. And then we're going to put one a little bit further back just in case there's another thing of chaff. Let's see how we do. Alright, we got that tower. It's fantastic. Nice. Oh man, 3,600. Woo. You only had 42. You almost had a kill shot there. So with this strategy, you absolutely did the most damage. However, just remember that, you know, between these two and the borrowing, that's going to be 700 supplies that you will not have for next round. And so for round 8, you'll get 1,600, right? Minus 700. So, so you're going to have 900 supplies. But then you're going to borrow for the plus 200. So you're going to have 1,100 supplies. Right? It does make you a little bit more locked in. You know, you still have enough supplies to do something, but it does make you a little bit more predictable. He should know what you're going to do. So when it comes to missile defense in general, you know, chaff is your best friend. Crawlers are great. Loose formation, subterranean blitz. You know, when it starts to become a problem, obviously you can add Mustangs like you did. You responded very well in the early rounds. You even hit him with a cheeky flank with the wasps. I thought that was awesome. As soon as you identify it as it being his win condition, as in if you take that away, you win the game, then you commit to War Factory at that point, I think. Anti-missile War Factory. Absolutely fantastic at stopping missiles. By far the best option you have. I hope next time you run into that, you can shut it down. Just remember to be on the lookout for EMP yourself and melters. Protect it with chaff. Make sure you have chaff on the flanks as well so that they're not targeting your War Factory specifically. You know, whatever you have to do, protect it, support it. If you feel like you're behind, you know, I would say make a play on this tower if you have the opportunity. And if you feel like you're even or ahead, I say you could play straight up if you want to. Good luck, man. I hope it helped. I'm whooped. Thanks for watching.
This is Mechabellum, and it's going down. Whooped, got it popping round.